Welcome back, guys. Got another English game. I played back-to-back English games just for fun. Okay, C4. So this is reverse Sicilian. Many ways to play it. Let's develop the knight. This is the traditional line, and we're gonna go right into the dragon setup. Here I took some time. There's many ways to play this. Then I can go on F3. And we're not worried about e4 because then I can jump to g5 to counterattack that pawn, and it drops. That's possible because we played knight c3 first. That's an idea in the old variation or the classical Sicilian, and we're just putting that in college reverse. Other times you could play e3 if the bishop is on c4, and then your knight could go to g2. Okay, so a lot of options here, very flexible. And here is a very important move. You have the option of d4 or d3. If you play d3, right, you're guarding the e4 pawn, e4 square. D4, if it's changing gears, so it's very similar to when we were playing the calendar or reverse Grenfell system. It's the same idea. Okay, takes. And that's a great outpost for the knight. I just didn't know where I want to place this bishop, but now we're going to play a double fianchetto system. And there is our Maroczy bind. As you know, I am a fan of Maroczy bind. Clamping on that d5, just more center control. And, look at the space that we're enjoying here. Look at that nice pawn chain. Okay, and now we're just going to reposition. Okay, X-ray the queen. And this is just to, H3 is to take away that G4 square from the bishop. Just so it doesn't have any X-ray on our rook there. Okay, so that's an important move. You see that in Sicilian, you see it in the English as well too. They're just color reverse really. So whatever you play as a Sicilian, you can do it as well in English. So nothing really fancy. I'm trying to utilize all my resources here because I am white. So I gotta continue to make progress. So right, so here we're gonna have to start pushing on the king side now. Okay, perfect. So black's got double pawns now, so that's gonna be a weakness and target, because we're gonna play this to the end game. Great post. I did consider take this rook or with pawn. In hindsight, taking with the rook is more aggressive because it's just a great position for the rook. Again, clamping down on that d5 square, and we can set up our Alekhine's gun or double rooks on the d file. So in hindsight, that's what I should have played. I like to take with the pawn, just it's a nice pawn chain. It's connect 4. How can I like it? But it limits the counterplay on the e file now. So now this game is about fighting for the e file. Okay, so change things up a bit, but recognize the game plan. I'm in a time scramble, only 23 seconds left. Kind of hard to find a game plan here, so I'm trying to jog for position here. My opponent's a very strong 1500 player, surprisingly. Okay, so takes, and now we got control of the e file. Okay, and so that's a little win for us as it is, and everything's under time scramble. Just need to trade off another minor piece at knight, but we have to ask ourselves, what's the better piece here, the bishop or the knight? And we're gonna take advantage of this pin on the king. Okay, so just sometimes you gotta sack a pawn for counterplay, and we're gonna start counterplay down the h file now that we got the e file under control. So when you get into these late middle games, guys, just ask yourself, where can you make progress? Where do you have counterplay? And then come up with a plan for that. And in this case, my opponent took the bait. So there's a tactic here. The queen was strategic placed on e4 so that we can control the h square, and now our rook's connecting and win the queen. Okay, so you want to consider that when you position your queen to active squares, and also where you can utilize to connect your pieces. And that's long-term strategy worked for us in this case, fortunately. Even though we're up the exchange, Black still has a solid position. It's hard for me to crack unless I sack another pawn, and that's what I end up doing. I got the e-file guarded, but Black's defending very well. I will admit that. So we're just trying to job for position here, trying to exploit a weakness. I couldn't get it going. I'm in a time scramble, so any extra checks I can get just adds time increment for me. Okay, so here I decided I had enough. We're just gonna play for the win and risk their pawn promotion for our queen activity, and potentially promote a pawn ourselves. So, you know, if I can get my queen mobile and infiltrate the back ranks. So if you're ever playing chess and you get late in the middle games, try to find a way to break through to your opponent's backside. That's how you win these middle games and end games. You know, we always talk about an active rook, but in this case, an active queen. So same idea. So we sack that pawn. Now it's a whole new ball game now. Black is three moves away from a pawn promotion, but we infiltrated through the black side now. And now it's just a race. Okay. And we take advantage of the queen's mobility, and we have a perpetual at worst now. And take your time, CCT. Right, you gotta, let's look at the first check, but look at all checks and see what the follow-up is as well too. And we're very fortunate that my opponent, you know, checkmate himself, so it made it easy for me. So that's awesome. Okay, checkmate. Thanks for joining me, guys.